whenever you guys are in a set and you're talking to the girl, you always need to know what is her situation. Who is she here with? Where are her friends? Are they in the venue? Are they in the bathroom? Are they gonna come here? Are they walking over right now? Are they standing right behind her? And very early on, you need to engage with the friends. Period. Like, you don't wait until the friends come in and become a problem. I proactively handle the problem before it actually becomes a problem. So the moment I'm talking to the girl and she's engaged, I just need to figure out what her situation is. If it's daytime and she's walking, she's most likely alone. I still want to know what her situation is. What are you up to right now, by the way? I need to know that. I need to know if her Uber is gonna come pick her up right now, if she's strolling around shopping, if it's her day off, or if she's headed to work and she's running late. I need to know how much time do I have and what is she up to. If it's the nighttime environment, well then I need to know, okay, she's gotta be here with somebody. If she's attractive at all, she's not in the venue alone. If she's alone, she's not gonna be there alone for a long time. So either some dude is meeting her there, she was on a date that was whack, her friends are at the venue right now and they're in the bathroom, her friends are there in the venue and they're drunk dancing somewhere and they lost each other, or they got split up for a little bit. Any way you look at it, the girl is never alone in the venue, like 99.9% of the time. So you need to know that going into the interaction. If she's here and I'm talking to her, she's in the venue, it's inevitably going to happen where somebody else is gonna enter the set. So when you know that, now we can be proactive about it. Because I don't wanna just keep talking and keep talking, and then an obstacle comes in and now it becomes a problem. If I'm proactive about it, if I'm talking to her and we're vibing and it's going well, I'm like, where are your friends, by the way? Or I'll joke around and be like, wait, why'd your friends abandon you tonight? That's like a red flag. Okay, so I'm figuring out what her situation is. She's gonna be like, oh no, they're over there. Oh, they're in the bathroom, they're coming right back. Oh, they went to the other spot. They're gonna be here in a little bit. So while I'm engaging with the girl, if I see people behind her that might be her friends, if I see a friend coming up, the moment I see them in my peripheral, I'm gonna engage with them. Ideally, I can open them before they come in and take them. Or if the girl's coming into the set, within the first 1 to 2 seconds, I wanna engage the other people that are coming in. Because what I don't want is they come in, they start talking, several minutes goes by, and now a new dynamic has developed where they're in a deep conversation, I'm on the outside hovering, and I'm just chilling there, not socializing with anybody, because the longer that goes on, the lower and lower and lower my status becomes in that dynamic. The more you can be proactive about it and not let it get to that point, the better position you're gonna be in. Friends coming up, even if I can't spot them, let's say the friend just comes into the set abruptly, right away I want to acknowledge them. Okay, so most dudes, they'll sit back and be like passive as fuck, or if they try to talk, it's just gonna be weak, and they're like, oh, hey, what's up? Or they're like in their head. Like, you need to set the frame very early on that I'm running this interaction. Friend comes in, I'm like, oh, what's up? What's going on? I was just asking her, I was like, where are your friends at? And it's so weird that you just came in. You know what's so interesting about your friend, by the way? I start talking to the friend about the target. That's like very early on. Or I'll comment about something about her, or I'll comment about both of them. That's one option you could go. The other option is if the targets were vibing well, the moment I know that friends are coming, I could even tell her, oh, introduce me to your friends, by the way. I could say that before the friend even appears. I'll be like, oh shit, when they come by, introduce me, by the way. Because if my target can introduce me, it's no longer me being try hard, I'm on the outside trying to like get into there. If she can be like, oh, this is Kyle, by the way. And I'm like, hey, what's up? They're just gonna be a lot more inclined to want to respond positively to me. Especially if it's guys. That's the point where I want her to introduce me. Because if there's just some dudes that are coming up and they're talking to her and now I come in, I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? I would say about like a third of the time, the guy will not be friendly. Not that he's gonna be confrontational, but he's just gonna sit there and like not wanna socialize and be cool with me. Especially if he's a male arbiter that's kind of protecting this girl, or low-key been trying to get at her, but he just got friend zoned and now I'm in here trying to hit on her. He's gonna do everything he can in his power to not let me get that set. That's why it's important, especially with dudes. I'll tell the girl, oh, are these your friends, by the way? Introduce me. And while I'm talking to her, she's like, oh, this is Kyle. I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? If she's like, hey, this is Kyle, I'm like, what's up, dude? Now if he doesn't interact with me, he comes off butthurt and he comes off weird. Versus they're talking, I try to get into the set and I'm like, what's up, dude? And he may or may not respond well to me. That subtle difference, I swear to God, it plays a big part in like the overall dynamic and feel. So some of these things may sound very subtle and nuanced, but I promise you it makes all the difference, especially when you're interacting with dudes. And another thing why this is important is because if you're talking to a girl and she's with dudes at the venue, if I can get the dudes to be in reaction to me and fall into my frame and they're interacting with me and I'm still engaging and running the group, it unconsciously shows her that like I'm at the top of the social hierarchy and it's gonna increase her attraction towards me. Problem with a lot of you guys is like the friends come in, if it's a dude that comes in the set, a lot of dudes just get in their head. They just kind of like fall back, right? And now they're like, they don't want to be confrontational and they don't know how to socialize in a way. So they end up just falling back. And then when there's another opportunity, they just start talking to the girl one-on-one again. And it comes off very predatorial, like lone wolf sniper kind of guy waiting to like pounce back on the prey when there's a moment. Okay, and it also comes off more try hard and you're gonna be stuck in a position where it's potentially looking like you're low status because you're just waiting for that next opportunity. Especially if the friends can come in, I acknowledge them before, great, I bring them right into my interaction. I don't let them start talking forever and I'm stuck here waiting. I'm like, oh, what's up? What's going on, bro? Yo, you rocking the Brooklyn jersey? That's so interesting. Yo, when Jay-Z ended up moving the Nets to Brooklyn, I just like start talking and now they're into my conversation and then I could bring them into a conversation. That's one way you could do it. The other one is that I have the target introduce me to the friend right away. Hey, Scott, hey, what's up, bro? What's going on? Oh, she was telling me that you guys actually just recently were in Hoboken, right? Wait, have you guys gone over to, there's that new spot that just opened up. I heard it was lit over there. Have you guys been to? Now I'm still running the interaction right away. Very smooth transition. I'm not creepy, I'm not awkward, I'm confident. The dudes or the girls will start responding and reacting to me very well. And I promise you that's gonna make all the difference versus you being stuck back, sitting in your head. They're talking for minutes and minutes and minutes on end and I'm just like, damn. You're getting more in your head, your status is going down, you're gonna start questioning when's the right time to come back into the set. It's just a bad look. So the main takeaways from this, guys, is just understand the girl is always up to something. There's that small percentage chance in the daytime, if you stop her, she's just kind of casually strolling around, but most likely the girl is always doing something. Okay, so if it's daytime, most likely you could stop her, you could talk to her for a couple minutes and start vibing, but I still gotta be aware that she's doing something. So most likely I'm gonna try to walk with her to not create any resistance. I'll stop her, we talk for a couple minutes. If it seems like she's going somewhere, I'll be like, cool, I'll walk with you for a couple blocks. And then throughout that interaction, maybe I could get her to stop or go to a coffee with me, or if she's absolutely doing nothing, I could go on an instant date. All right, and you could definitely do that. That's something that I didn't even think was in my reality initially. So that's one thing. Nightclub, girl is doing something. She's there with somebody. She's not just there alone. 1% of the time she was on a date earlier and it didn't go well. And now she's kind of seeing what else is going on at the bar, or the dude's still at the bar, but he's whack. That's like a very small percentage of the time. Any other instance, there's somebody at the venue, there's somebody meeting her at the venue, there's something going on. And the more proactive you could be about that and understand that that's there and I need to handle this before it becomes a problem, the better position you're gonna be in to make something happen. There is a small percentage of time where girl comes in and target just gets so distracted, she's like maybe even surprised. Maybe she ran into somebody that's not even with her group there, and she's like, Jessica, what? What are you doing here? Right? I still don't want a lot of time to pass because again, the longer that the time passes without me engaging, it becomes harder to come back in. So even if they get completely sidetracked, I would want to get into the interaction ASAP. Now, I don't need to take over the whole thing. I may just joke and like imitate them. Like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. You look so good, right? Or I'll just like joke about that. Or I might make a comment about them, right? I might say like, wow, I could tell that you guys were like best friends. You guys are like long lost best friends and like you're finally seeing each other. Just make a comment, whatever it is. You can make a comment about their vibe, about their energy, about the way that they look like they're close friends. If it's somebody she was already at the venue with earlier, you could be like, we were just talking about you, by the way. She was telling me blah, blah, blah. So if you could talk about her friends, find out something about them. Are they here? Do they live together? Did they come here? What they were doing earlier? Anything. You want to just ASAP get them involved in conversation.